when you clap, let me clap for you guys, and then you get here, okay? Look at this. You have to stand right here. So I guess the ruler was on the top, and the shaman, the doctor, the Buddha doctor, will come in and say, "Here I am." You hear that? So it ricochets the sound, but guess what? It's a little bit a misconfusion in this part. Why? Because the quetzal are from Guatemala, and if you bring a quetzal here, the egg would not hatch. Why? Because of the temperatures. Guatemala, high jungle, low jungle. And the temperature is very important. I don't know if you guys know about eggs, hatching eggs. It has to have the right temperature.
Right.
Well, that's why sometimes when you take a bird home, you're waiting for a baby, you never give you a baby. Especially that bird, because the tree, it has to have the right temperature and the environment to be able to hatch. And that's why here there's no quetzales. So by doing that, it reminds them where they came from. Now, this pyramid basically is the mouth of the cosmos. About a year and a half ago, we discovered there's two pyramids inside, one from the 500, the other one for the 800, and this one for the 1100. But guess what? It's a cenote underneath this. So we have one cenote on the other side, one cenote right here, and one cenote on the other side. There's three cenotes, and guess what? They're lined up to the Orion Belt. Coincidentally, that's what we have here. But that's why they said, well, I'm going to settle here. Why? Because this is what's telling me to settle. God has shown me a place, and this is where I'm going to stay. Guys, not every single place has the original name of the places, okay? For example, in the top, you see the little face again?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that's Chak, okay? I want to show you Chak because I'm going to take you to the building of the warriors. And the building of the warriors, I want you to see something very special, okay? I want to go, you guys want to take some pictures? Yes, take some pictures. I'll be waiting for you guys right here, and I will keep talking, okay? Your own Mayans, believe on the idea of Mother Nature and the cosmos, but they were very peculiar about the women, because the women basically is the Orion constellation. Why? Because when you see the God descending, he's coming down, head down. He's descending, yeah, but he's head down. How the baby is born? Head down, head first. So basically, he's coming from the Orion constellation. The women was considered the Orion constellation at one point for the old Mayan, okay, culture. Now on this side, I want you to look at it. On the top, we're gonna see the same face, but this little face has got the nose. It's very important, the nose. Why? Because the nose is the spiral, because the main star. Can you see it up there? You can see it from here better, guys. This side, we have the historic place, and then we have the one that is not restored. You can see what it looked like when we found this place. It was worse, but this is what it looked like. Yeah.
Where's the nose?
That's the nose.
Oh, that's
It's
the
the
nose?
only one. Do you see the face? On the top of the door, it's a face, like the ones on this side. But on this side, on top of the door, you see the little face and it has the nose. The main star. Do you see it? Now, just imagine if I tell you the X means the woman and the spiral the man. What happened when you put them together? Have you ever seen one like that? Well, it's, yes, the X and the spiral. Look at this piece right here that I found. Over there, on your right hand side is an iguana. Go down, you're gonna see the spiral and the X together. So you see it?
Yeah.
Right. Well, this is the thing, guys. Right there, we have a 9-meter base. Okay, the base is 1 square kilometer. So, but it has 9 meters deep. Wow. And we have stairs. We only have discovered 10% of this, okay? I'll tell you the truth. We have more to discover, okay? But I want you to understand something. I mentioned the 9-meter level now, okay? want you to look behind me, over here in this building. This building is called the building of the warriors on this side, okay? And this building, they call it the building of the warriors because it used to be a painting where they were executing another warrior from the center of Mexico, okay? Now, but I want you to look at it really close in the corners. In the corners, on the edge of the building, on the top, I want you to find 3 little noses. There's 3 little faces up there. You see 1, 2, 3, right at the edge in the corner. And then if you go to the side, we have a big one and then 3 more. And then we have a big one and 3 more at the end. Now, on this side, on the front, we have 3 more on this side. If you go to the other side, the same thing, guys. So, who is this guy? The mist of the night? He came from above the sky. What's the most important thing for the humans? Water. That's why. And in the center we have chacmol. El chacmol, that's where you put your offering, and that's where you burn your offering to the God. Okay? Look at that big ones. They go like this. Now, it's the same thing as the spiral. It's the main star. Those big pillars is chac also. So, like I said before, we have 9 meters. So, are we standing on eye level of another ceremonial places? But you can't have 2 churches of one. So, we close this one down and we open this one. Yes. So, you know, a lot of things. I can only say a couple things. Why? Because I study epigraphy, and epigraphy gives me the idea to read the symbols and to read what's in the wall. I can't go by the book when I see 9 meters level, and then I see a glyph where it shows me the man and the woman, and then it shows me chalk all over here. So basically, the most important for any humankind is the water. Guys, this is the building of the warriors, and the columns are different. The columns over there, they're square. Why? Because that's when we have the mix of the religion. The square, and they're round because that's the Mayan old religion, and the solar religion is a square one because they come from the center of Mexico. Yeah. Guys, follow me. You guys want to take some pictures? Go right ahead. I'll be right here waiting for you. I'll be talking like always. You're going to pass me the film, man?
Sure.
Okay. And I'm going to show you. You see the big one? The big one? It has a carving behind it and everything. It's beautiful. I have one just like that over here. And I want to explain to you what they means, why they have the carvings there, okay? Family and friends, I wanted to ask you something, and I wanted to tell you something. What's the difference between faith and religion? Faith is something you deeply believe, and religion is the one administrating your faith. If you tell me which religion do not administrate your faith, I shoot myself right now. Yes, they all do. So, at one point, when the Mayans introduced their faith to their brothers, the Olmecs, yes, the Olmecs is the same. We have the Mocayas and the Anasasis. They came down from the United States. Salt Lake City, we have Phoenix, Arizona. We have a little house right there, right in downtown Arizona, and it's protected from the Anasasis. So the Mocayas and the Anasasis and the Hohom, they started coming down from the United States, Canada, and they got down to Mexico, Guatemala, Belize, Honduras. But why? Well, you know, we don't like to be moved out of our comfort zone. You know that, okay? So just imagine, follow me guys, just imagine that the water that we had at the Salt Lake City, Utah, Phoenix, Arizona, disappears from one day to the other. And it has happened, guys. I couldn't believe it. That happened a month and a half ago here in Quintana Roo. We had a big lagoon. And matter of fact, they had already had an infrastructure to sell out the products. And guess what happened? The whole place is empty, no more water, and it happened from one day to the other. It was a big crack in the ground, and all the water was gone. Well, just imagine. We have the San Andres Fall. It goes across the United States, and it was across to Phoenix, Arizona, Salt Lake City, Utah, all the way up. And at one point, there was a lot of water down there. But then, the San Antonio, the San Andres Fall, sucked the water. And there was no rain for more than 300 years, guys. So the Mayans have to build their houses, development underneath the Rockies, so they will be able to survive. But guess what? They started coming down. A big group of them went to the Pacific, and another group went to the Gulf of Mexico. The Gulf of Mexico, Veracruz, they found water right away. The ones that went to the Pacific went to Guatemala, went to Belize, Honduras. But guess what? They started leaving evidence, and the evidence we have is at the Soconusco, Chiapas, 16 hours from here. Ceramic, guys. They started leaving ceramic behind, and it goes back to 2800 before Christ. That's how long the Mayas are being around. So this is just the tip of the iceberg. Why? Because these guys finished building around the year 1100 this thing. Around the year 1340, they were ruling this. Around the 1480, they got kicked out at the Yucatan. The local people, the Mayans from Yucatan, because the Mayas from Yucatan, they've been here for a long time, but then the Itzas came in, and then the Sivanche. We have a lot of Mayan culture. They came, one's left, one started, okay? But I want to show you something right here, guys. Follow me right here. This carbon right here, if you get close, I want to explain to you this carbon. I know you cannot see nothing right now because it's not clear to you guys, but I want to show you something, guys, okay? On this carbon, we're going to see one hen, like one star, okay? Like this. And then we're going to see another hen, another star, like this. Can you see their arms?
Yes.
Okay, now, in the center is the main star. Look at the mouth open, and you see a little face. That's the main star of the Orion Belt. We have 1, 2, and out of the center, the breath of life. But this guy is an eagle. But see, guess what? They copy whatever the night religion had. They copy it together. If you like the Virgin Mary, I sell you the Virgin Mary. If you like St. Patrick, I sell you St. Patrick. What happened? It's just a social, political, and economic status. It became very powerful, and they knew about it. Now, on this side, we can see the Orion Belt the same way. On this side, I want to show you. The main star is the first star. And then on the back, there's another star. And then on the third star, shoots up from the back, like a tri-dimensional star, right here. And guess what? Can you see the breath of life in the center? The spiral. That's the main star, guys. This place right here used to have teeth all the way around it. Why? Because it's the mouth of the cosmos. It was pillars, look like teeth. You guys want to know where they are? Over there. They didn't know where it was, guys. Really, this is what happened. An archaeological came in here. He wasn't really an archaeological guy. He was just the brother of the sister of the governor of Cuba. And they sent him over here. So then he got a title. Why? Because the first titles then came from Mexico, came from England and United States. So it was so they didn't know sometimes what they have. But little by little, we've been gathering information. The first one that came to this region was the Vikings. Yes. Now I want to show you the teeth, guys. Come over here. The most important question you ask me Look at this. This is all the teeth. Well, they're not all the teeth. There's more. There's more, but I can't show them to you because they keep hiding them from me. Yeah. I'm sorry. They said I'm a really bad influence, though. Yeah.
I can see that.
Because I tell, I just tell them what's on the carvings. I can't. It's like you show me a picture of your great grandmother, and I know what she looks like, and then you show me a picture of your father. So But how about they say that the Aztecs, not the Mayans. Remember, the Aztecs, they only were in power from the year 1200 to the 1500s, 300 years, give and take. Okay. When the Spanish arrived, unfortunately, they generalized the whole idea. So everybody was savage and everybody was killing everybody. So, but the thing is, it's a little bit awkward on that. Now, the old Mayans go back to the 2000 for Christ. Okay, guys, any of you guys know about the ball game?